Hi guys, good morning and welcome to People Talk Now. I'm your host, Vanessa Herrera, and this is the show where you ask about it and I talk about it. And let's not forget, you guys, that we are constantly, it seems out there, just trying to change the pace out there on what people are calling better days. So yes, good morning, welcome, happy fucking Wednesday if I have not said it already, which I know I haven't, but I did just right now. And yes, welcome to episode 69. And let me just say also that this is the last episode of the year of 2020. And it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to think that this year has passed by. And I just wanted to kind of talk about today what 2020 was like for me, what I learned from 2020, and what to expect in 2021, and also just kind of recap on a lot of the things that I talked about. There were so many shows, but just to kind of recap the ones that I think really just stuck out to me. So let me just start off by saying, if you have supported my show all year long, I definitely want to just say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, I don't know where I would be if you guys still weren't here watching me and just, supporting and commenting and sharing it with friends and other people and just spreading awareness of my podcast and just helping me make my dreams come true. So I really do appreciate you guys on that level, and I can't say enough. I just can't. I want to. There's so many things that I could say, but that's just the one thing that I want to say, and I want to be genuine about it. So, wow. I hope that this morning, if this is the last Wednesday you're spending with me of 2020, then I understand. We're probably all feeling the same thing. We're like, whoa, 2021 is about to start. And if you guys remember what it felt like in 2019 when we were, all celebrating that New Year's Eve, and we were just saying all the things that were going to happen in 2020. And I just want to say that if you are just one of those people that lost somebody due to COVID, I just obviously want to offer my sincere condolences, for the people that lost family members and friends because of the virus. I also want to say for the people that just made it through this year, made it and persevered and still continue working on their dreams, even though that you had to kind of navigate around it or through it and find new ways to kind of adapt. That's the word. And that's one of the things that I've learned this year, is that one of the things that I've really, really learned was adapting. So although life didn't really feel that much more different for me, because prior to going to school, me going to school, is that I was always here at home, regardless, doing my creative things that I like to do. So nonetheless, at first I didn't really think that it was going to affect me so much, but I started thinking about it in the social aspect and what it has done for not just myself, but many of us not being able to hang around friends and other loved ones or people that we love because of it, or because of this, because of how it scares people, to be thinking that they're being exposed to other people because of the virus. So, a lot of things have changed. But another thing that I definitely have learned this year is that to just expect the unexpected. We go around as if we already know most of the time, we talk about tomorrow as if tomorrow is already there. We already know, right? There's kind of this thing with that, where we truly forget sometimes to live in the moment. And that's kind of what 2020 first felt like to me. When it first started, I thought to myself, okay, wow, I did not expect this. And I'm sure that's the one thing that I can tell you guys today, that none of us really expected the year to kind of pan out the way it did. So much things have happened in this year that when we look back on this year, we're truly going to be able to say to one another, collectively together, we all lived through a piece of history. And whether we enter into 2021 with still things going the way they kind of are right now, is that we can honestly say like, okay, at least we kind of know now how certain things are, gonna go, whether it's, us washing our hands 24/7, or we have to wear a mask, or whether you want to abide by rules or not, whether you just want to, do whatever you want to do. The fact is that at least you're gonna go into the year more or less knowing, okay, like, so this is still kind of how things are going right now until otherwise, right? And that's one of the things that I learned is definitely just to expect the unexpected, really truly appreciating every moment for what it is. So, wow. I'm really kind of on the spot here because I'm really just talking to you guys. I don't have anything written out. I don't have any PowerPoints. I don't have anything, no information or anything pulled up. I'm just talking to you guys based on what I've experienced and what I feel, and I'm just being completely transparent with you guys right now. And yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of you guys probably feel the way that I feel about this year. And nonetheless, regardless of the downs that it had, it's just as much had ups in it, right? But those ups had to be found. They had to be acknowledged, right? Because it's so easy for us to find the bad in situations. It's so easy for us to complain and say, well, this didn't pan out the way that I wanted it to be. And it's so easy for us to just continue building on that and say, this is the reason why I didn't get certain things done. Somehow I found a way to continue doing what I love, which is this, like talking to you guys, doing my podcast. It didn't matter if nobody believed in me. It didn't matter if nobody was there, offering me a helping hand. I knew that, first of all, aside of the fact that I have you guys, my listeners and watchers, supporting me, I also knew that I had to continue on this journey because it just made me happy, and a part of me made me feel very calm. It made me feel stress-free. It made me feel I had this purpose to continue getting up and like working towards something every week. And it's such a good feeling when you continue building on that and you build on good. Well, that's just like a domino effect that continues, bouncing off one another. So yes.
I was like, yes.
I really hope that you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you guys right now. And if you're obviously watching this video right now, tomorrow's already New Year's Eve, and a new year's about to begin. And to be honest, we don't know what the year 2021 will bring. The year prior, we've made all these goals. We may have had all these aspirations and things that we wanted to do. I truly sympathize with people who have lost their jobs due to COVID. I can't even imagine if you're watching this and you're someone that lost a job, and it was hard and difficult for you to find another job during these times. I empathize with you, and I also want to say for the people, and if you're also one of these people who managed to create a business in this time and still find a way to bring in an income to your home, I just want to say, like, continue doing what you're doing, and I applaud you for your efforts and for your basically your tenacity to continue, like, even though things were stacked against you, so I personally know friends who started businesses this year, whether they're small local businesses. The fact of the matter is that they're doing something to continue making an income for themselves and for their family, and that's really admirable. So if you know who you are, I'm over here winking at you. Wink, wink. Let's see. So what do we talk about this year? What do we talk about this year? We talked about relationships, building your self-esteem. There's just so many topics that we talked about. I just want to say that if you watched any of those topics and you found that it helped you, you found that, whatever you watched that week, whatever that topic may have been, of all the things that I've gone and talked about, is that if you really applied yourself and it really helped you, then I feel happy, and I feel like I'm doing what I love, and I wouldn't say it's a job, because see, the thing is, it doesn't feel like a job when it's like just comes so natural. Like, I don't feel like I'm working, right? But I do feel like this is an obligation, but it's an obligation that I really love. So I really I really hope that this is something that you find in your life if you haven't found it yet. I used to be the type of person who would just look all the way to the end of the road, right? I would look so far to the end of the road that I was not really seeing myself where I was standing. And if you don't understand what I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you that that was very detrimental to like my health. If you look so far ahead into the road and you can't see yourself where you're standing, then you don't even realize where you are in life. I had to kind of just like battle through that, because it takes away from your happiness in the present moment. And so when I learned what that was doing to me, looking so far ahead into something that was literally non-existent, is that it really helped me have a better today. So I really hope that that made sense, because it made sense to me at the time, and it really did help. And here I am, able to be sitting here and like having these clear conversations with you guys, and just saying like, yo, this is me, this is my life. And I can honestly say that into the next year, that you guys are definitely going to see a lot more personal, more in-depth personal experiences. But I'm also going to definitely be talking with more people, whether we have to do this online thing, if that's the way that we have to navigate in 2021. We're going to adapt, you guys. That's the word, okay? That's the word of this year. Adapt. That's the thing about us humans, is that we learn to adapt. We are definitely, it's somehow embedded in our DNA. We just adapt to situations. It doesn't always necessarily mean that we have to adapt to a bad situation
and be like, oh yeah, we're okay with this.
No, it does not mean that. There's definitely always a way for us to adapt in situations that are tough, and make it into what makes it good for us and makes us happy. I know I've talked about this year about eating healthy, and I brought that up a lot, and I brought up the fact of like fitness and working out and all these things to just be healthier with yourself. And I try to bring a lot of awareness into that this year, because it's one of those things where like no matter how many times like I get shut down by other people, saying like people that are tired of me talking about that. And I could understand how it would get very tiring to hear someone you constantly talk about eating healthier and just taking care of yourself. You only have this one body. And if there's something that I am more certain and positive of, is that, first of all, you do not know if you're going to be alive in 2021. You don't know these things. Understanding where you stand right now. And you have to really understand that your body is truly like a work of art. It's a machine, and it's only going to take you so far based on the way that you take care of it. So, understand, just like a car, it isn't going to run forever. It all just depends on what type of fuel you're filling yourself with, whether that be physically and mentally and spiritually. Understand that that has a big role how your life actually goes, because the more clean you eat, the better that you think. The better you think, the better choices you make. And that just all goes hand in hand, and that's another domino effect. So that's why I bring it up a lot, because, just I grew up with family that has history of like health problems, whether it be kidney failure, whether it be cancer or certain things. And to be honest, now being a young, I was going to say a younger woman, being an older woman, denial. Being an older woman just has changed my perspective a lot about what I thought was taking care of myself versus now. Like, regardless of the fact, my personal choices, or whether I choose not to eat dairy, milk, and eggs, and meat and animal products. That's my personal choice. But it's all not just about health. I do it because consciously I don't like the way I feel knowing that, there's animals out there getting harmed because my inability, almost it would seem, to truly just kind of feel some sort of like compassion for them. And I know that that's not the type of person I am. That's not the type of person I was raised to be. I was raised to help animals off the street. Not to say that if you eat animals, you are that way, that you're not compassionate. But understand this is that I was once there. So if I was just speaking on this and I had no idea what I was talking about, like, then I could understand somebody coming at me and saying like, well, F you, man, because like, that's not right. But the thing is I've lived on both sides of the fence, so I understand what I'm talking about. I understand that the more and more you eat better, that you're basically going to change the way your body works. You're going to mutate yourself from the inside out. You're going to become a better person. You're going to change inside internally. You know, it takes a lot of years to detox yourself from all of the garbage that we've put into our body since we were young, because our parents didn't know any better, because they were told by their parents and their parents were told by their parents, and we were just all just fed the wrong shit. And I don't mean like physically, but also mentally. So we didn't know. So we can't even blame our parents either, because they just did what they could based on what they know. So there is no blame game here. You know what I mean? It's about, if you find out the truth, what choice are you going to make from there on? That's my take on it. That's my standpoint on it. You know, I'm always very strong about it. If you're somebody who this year decided to go vegan because of me, and you said, you know, I helped you out a lot, you've reached out to me personally, I just want to say I love you, because, you know, you've made a choice to love yourself, and I thank you, you know, and you know who you are. You know who you are, if I'm saying this right now. So I want to thank you for making that choice to save more animals, first of all, and to just, you know, make a better decision for your body. Also, I just want to talk about relationships. I want to say that, you know, if this year I talked about, you know, dealing with breakups, and if you were somebody who unfortunately broke up with somebody during this trying year, I just want to say life will get better, you know, and things will never remain the same. Things are constantly changing, and we have to learn to adapt. And we have to understand that if something didn't work out and we didn't feel right in that relationship for a reason, and it's only in the end, as cliche as it seems, it's only going to make you a stronger person. And it's always so hard to see it in the beginning. It's always so hard to see it. We don't always see the blessings that are in front of us. It's like we act like it's wrapped up by a wall and we just don't see it. But the truth is that the blessings are there and they will come. You know, you shouldn't worry. You know, it isn't going to be like that forever. So just look up and look ahead. I really just wanted to kind of just sit in front of the camera today and just talk with you guys. And I didn't really know how it was going to go. I didn't want to put so much pressure on myself today to talk about anything in particular, if you know what I mean. I didn't want to have like no set topic, and that's why I'm kind of just talking about a little bit of a lot of my episodes that I've had, you know, whether it was networking, overcoming jealousy. There's just so many things, and I'm looking back on my whole year, you guys, and just looking back on this whole year, just knowing that you guys were there along the way with me. I will say this, one of the things that I've learned, I feel like I've learned so much. First of all, I can't just like pinpoint this one thing. Like, I've learned to adapt, I learned to expect the unexpected. But one of the main things that I just didn't think that I was going to learn, and I can be completely honest with you guys right now, is that as much as I thought that I was just like this super, super strong woman, which I know that I am, that's not even a question. The thing is that being strong, it comes with so much more than just like making decisions, right? And so there was still fears that I needed to overcome. I didn't realize that I even had those fears until, you know, they presented themselves to me, and I was just like, whoa. But one of the biggest fears that I had was just doing things. Like, I would I used to be such a procrastinator, you know, and it wasn't until I just began doing it and just say, you know what, I don't care what it takes. If I have to learn it, if I have to get the information that I need to just continue doing what I have to do. I broke that fear, the fear of, you know, people watching me, the fear of, there was just so many little things that you think are so relevant, but in the end, you're just not living for yourself when you fear those things, when you worry about those things and you allow those things to put a damper on you. You know, it's like this weight that's just on you and you can't shake it off. Definitely learn to overcome fear of certain things that are just, I just realized, are just not relevant. Not in this time. If you're someone that has wanted to change themselves like this, you know, you've told yourself, okay, 2021, this is definitely gonna be your, understand that you don't necessarily need anybody but yourself to obviously make the change. Understand that if you also fail, that's okay. Just understand that if you fail that day, you have that opportunity if you wake up another day to continue going. And that's the thing that I used to also happen to me. Like if I, for whatever reason, one day just wasn't doing right, I put so much like expectations on myself. So if for whatever reason a day you don't do as much as you're just used to doing every day, understand that that's okay. Like that's okay. Nobody is watching. Like nobody is gonna come out of nowhere and you're gonna get in trouble. Like, understand at the end of the day that we all have choices. You have a choice. It's your choice. Be happy with the choices that you make. Like when I think of a new year, I think someone coming along and there's this counter just full of dirty dishes. Sorry, can't even tell I have a thing with dirty dishes. So there's just like this counter full of dirty dishes and then someone comes and they're just like, don't worry, we're gonna put all brand new dishes here. It's like, or better yet, you could start all over, right? It's like nothing there. What are you worrying about? What dirty dishes? There's nothing there. Denial maybe? Just a tad bit. No, but seriously, that's what 2021 can be. You could either enter into 2021 with fear, you can enter into 2021 with a plan. Did you ever think about that? Because I know I'm going into 2021 with a plan because that's just my mind, you know? That's the way that I operate. That's the way that I'm working. I just want to become more knowledgeable in the things that I love, you know? I respect everybody's decision. I respect everybody's points of views. I just know that if you come here to listen to me, it's because
I don't know, we just have this connection, you and me.
So I really hope that every time you've come to my channel that you learn something, that you pick up something, and you're able to use that and utilize that into your world, into the people around you, and you're able to teach them stuff. I seriously would just like to apologize if I'm just all over the place today. Like I said, there's just so many different things that we've gone over this year. We are a part of history together and we all went through this together. So that's something that we could definitely say. As far as 2021 goes, we know for certain what to expect, and we know to expect masks and hand washing, okay, and sanitizing. And it's nothing new. Whether there's going to be more infinite lockdowns or quarantine, we don't know any of that. And to be honest, it would be just sad for us to basically overwhelm ourselves and to put that kind of like stress on ourselves when we don't really know what it holds for us yet. One thing is for certain, but we know that the whole masks wearing and the hand washing is not going to go away just, you know, exactly when 2021 hits. So just get used to seeing that for a little while longer. Just take care of yourselves, you know, definitely take care of your mental health, take care of, you know, your family. Just make sure that you're being aware and you're doing your reading. Definitely finding information for yourself. You know, you're really just doing your own research and you're not just buying into everything that everyone tells you, you know. If there's anything we've all learned during COVID was that the power of the internet was Truly something, you know? 2020, power of the internet. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I honestly, I feel really, you know, as crazy as it sounds, I feel really grateful to have learned what I learned this year and to be able to still, I feel grateful to continuously still been able to make these podcasts. Like, as crazy as that may seem, which that doesn't seem crazy, so I don't know why I'm saying it sounds crazy, because it literally doesn't sound crazy. It actually sounds pretty normal. But I've learned a lot of amazing things about myself this year, and it was such a big year for growth for a lot of us. You gotta pat yourself in the back because you've learned a lot of things about yourself that, you know, you probably didn't know. You know, like certain things that you thought people understood you for. You kind of, some friends out there really show their true colors. So, you know, shout out to COVID for bringing out, you know, bringing out the bad friendships, and for all the friendships that we let go. Cheers to that. What can I truly say? The best thing that you can do for someone out there today is truly, truly listen to them. Just be there for them and be accountable for your actions today, because being accountable for your actions today will definitely help you create a better tomorrow. Definitely want to start the new year with just giving you guys more of who I am and just get more personal. And just have you guys feeling like you're sitting down on the couch next to your friend and you guys are having conversations. Because understand this, if there is something that I am for certain of, is that 2020 did not, will not, could not break my spirit.
And let me tell you, when I say people try me, let me tell you.
But that's one thing 2020 can't do. It cannot break my spirit. And if you're still here, man, it cannot break yours. So let me just say that you need to go into 2021 with that mindset. Just stand tall and understand that it's going to be all right. And it's going to be all right because we have each other. There's always a way for us to continue making income, whether it be from home. You just got to think outside the box, okay? And we are humans, and we will not be broken, okay? Because we have the ability to adapt, baby. We could say that we are able to adapt. So congratulate yourself for all the success that you've had. I just want to give a shout out to all my friends who have small businesses out there, like Glamico Fash, Heaven in a Basket. Also, go follow Nails by Glow, okay? Because she does amazing nails. If you're in Uptown Whittier, go check out Veggie Ike, because their food is just bomb. And you know, if I could be sponsored by them, I would, because I'm a sucker for their food. It's just got that flavor that I like, and everything is fresh, and the tortillas and the just daydreaming. Ugh, so good. Also follow Sweets by Susie. She just makes amazing breakable hearts and all kinds of stuff for your needs right there. Super amazing. I'm trying to give everyone a shout out that I think is definitely worth giving a shout out to. Oh, definitely, if you're in Orange County, California, go check out Vega Nixima. Did I say that right? Yeah. I'll try to like tag it really quick. So go check them out. I have not eaten their food yet. It has authentic vegan Mexican food. I have not gone there to check that out, but I've heard some amazing things from my other fellow friends who have gone there and ate, and I guess the food is just amazing. So please go check them out. Go support all your local businesses, because we know we got to stop giving our money off to like these big organizations, okay? They're over here treating us like we're suckers and stuff, and in the meantime, all the little businesses are out here suffering. And for what? We need to think better, and we need to just support one another and really start growing and start thinking like, you know what, man, this is not the way that society is going to go. Basically saying to ourselves, how do I want my future to go? Giving my money away to big corporate businesses is not the way. It's just, no. It's just not. Also, there is another small local business that I definitely want to give a shout out to. It's called Strictly Vegan Soulful Food. And they have delivery, catering, prepared meals. They do like immunity shots. They do key and lime ginger. What is it like? Immunity booster kind of like pellets. Hope you guys could see that. See that? So yeah, I mean, those are the only ones I can think of for right now at the top of my head. Go check them out. And if not, I'll plug them down in the description box and you guys can go and just go try to like follow those accounts. And this is just about me coming in here and saying like, hey, you guys, we made it. Yo, we made it. We almost like last day before the last day of the year. So it's all good. And we're a family. So it's just kind of like me saying, hey, like, hey, we made it. One whole year together. So I feel happy about that. And that's all goes with what I was just telling you guys. Like, not like because we put such high expectations on ourselves, sometimes like you have to tell yourself like still be happy with everything that you do. Like stop having that mentality where it's like, oh, it's not enough, it's not enough, it's never enough, because like you'll never be happy, right? Because you're not just never meeting that expectation that you're putting on yourself. So just be happy with what you've done and be grateful that you're alive to still do something, right? To still be able to live, you know? And like ultimately that's my goal in 2021, is just to continue helping people and to continue opening people's minds to see the greater good that's inside of themselves that sometimes people cannot see due to past family history and traumas and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that I can help some people, you know, come along the way and just grow and be happier versions of themselves that they were all along, I think. So yes, if you really enjoyed this video and you've watched it up to this far, thank you so much for being patient with me. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, you guys already know that I like to end every show with a joke and a word of the day, because I like you guys leaving with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of humor. So let's go ahead and go with, oh, my computer's kind of far, hold on. Forgive me. Okay, let's just bring the computer here. So today's word of the day is, let's see what we got for today.
Constitution.
Constitution. Wow, what a word that would just appear for today's word of the day. Constitution. So if you do not know what constitution means, let me just tell you so that you can look up the word constitution and you can begin to know your rights, because going into 2021, it's very important that we all know our rights, if you know what I mean. Okay, definition of constitution is the basic principles and laws of a nation, state, or social group that determine the powers and duties of the government and guarantee certain rights to the people in it. A written instrument embodying the rules of political or social organization. A physical makeup of the individual, especially with respect to health, strength, and appearance of the body. An established law or custom. Ordinance. The act of establishing, making, or setting up. Did you know Constitution was constituted in 14th century English as a word indicating an established law or custom? It is from Latin constitutes, the past participle of constituere, meaning to set up, which is based on an agreement of the prefix with, together, jointly, with the verb stature, to set up or place. Stature is the root or statute, which is like constitution, has a legal background. It refers to set law, rule, or regulation. Constitution is also the name for a system of laws and principles by which country, state, or organization is governed, or the word is used in reference to the physical health or condition of the body. So there you are, Constitution. Go out, use the word, hashtag People Talk Now. Let me know how you use the word constitution in a sentence. Tag me and I'll share you to my IG stories. Also, learn your constitution so that way in the year 2021, you know your rights. It's very important to know your rights. But you didn't hear that from me though. Just playing, you did. Let's go with today's joke of the day, because you guys know
I like you guys like,
I like you guys leaving with a little bit of laughter. Okay. So today's joke of the day is called Shut Up in Trouble, We're Walking. Shut up in trouble, we're walking down a path. Trouble got lost, so Shut Up went to the police officer. The police officer asked, "What's your name?" He answered, "Shut up." He asked again, "What's your name?" He said, "Shut up." The police officer asked, "Are you looking for trouble?" "Yeah, I lost him down a path about 2 miles ago." Get it? His friend's name was Okay. Alright, it's fine. We'll cue the laughter because I know you guys get what I was just trying to say. If not, we'll post a joke in here. You can read it yourself. But yes, that was today's joke of the day. I really hope that you guys enjoyed that joke because I know I did when I read it the first couple times. If you enjoyed today's show, please do not forget to give it a huge thumbs up and to share it because, that's the whole point of this, to share it so that we share insight, we share knowledge, and we share love, and we grow together. That is the whole point. And if you guys are also wondering, my cat just loves me to death. She always wants to spend time with me. Go figure. Do not forget, under any circumstance, forget to subscribe. Okay? Because how else are other people gonna know about me? I'm just gonna be sitting here forever? I think not. Also, most importantly, do not forget to hit that little bell notification down there because every time you hit that bell notification, that lets you know, the listener or watcher, when me, Vanessa Herrera, posted a video. So that way you're not walking out there clueless, wondering where I'm at. It just pops up right on your phone and you're like, oh, there she is. Also, I have a lot of more surprises and things coming up in the new year. So you guys are not going to want to miss out on that. So you're going to want to keep updated. And you're going to want to be in the loop. So most importantly, do not forget to hit that bell notification if you do not want to be out of the loop. Because I assure you, being out of the loop sucks. Okay? Sorry, I was eating sunflower seeds earlier. And swear I don't have the Rona. I do not. And if I did, you would know. So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that today's show was enlightening or funny or in some shape or form entertaining. And if it was, then I've done my job. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you guys already know, have a kick-ass Wednesday. Bye. Oh, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, because if you're watching this, that means tomorrow is Happy New Year, so yeah, Happy New Year.